name is Moon Petrie. It's been way too long since I made a video and I got a little overwhelmed with like all of the things that I wanted to say, so I'm breaking it into pieces. I'm just gonna let you know where I've been, what has been going on. Lovely shredded wrapping paper just left on a coffee table. And to let you look at some of the pictures of the rest of Dinovember that I did not include in vlogs because I didn't do vlogs. So you can stop looking at my torn up wrapping paper. So it's been a fiasco. All fall has been just one illness after another. I feel like it has been very rare to have like 2 consecutive days where nobody in the house has any symptoms of anything, and none of it has been like serious. Nobody has had COVID, nobody has been hospitalized or anything, so not that at all, don't worry. So a lot of colds. I had this sinus infection where I just had a fever for weeks. I usually don't catch whatever's going around, and I kept catching stuff, and then there was a vomiting sickness. Also, there was conjunctivitis for Christmas, and that's like you get one kid that has it, and then you treat it, and then you have to keep doing the eye drops for 2 days after all of the symptoms. And so just when you think that all of the risk is over, the kid has had no symptoms for 2 days, and you continue doing the treatment, then another kid gets it somehow, and then the same thing, and then the next day they have it in the other eye, and then the next day another kid has it, and then the next day they have it in both eyes, and it's just like, ooh, you don't want conjunctivitis for Christmas. Just sing want conjunctivitis for Christmas to the tune of the hippopotamus song. So a lot of thinking we just needed to postpone our plans, and then postponing and all of that logistic stuff, and then having to postpone again, and then having to end up just canceling, and like so much of that, just so much. And then there have been at least 4 major culinary disasters. And major, I mean, it wasn't like the neighbor's dogs broke into the house and ate the turkey or anything. So there was cake that fell. My husband's birthday is in the latter half of December as well. My husband's birthday cake, the thing where everyone's always like, oh, be careful, you don't want the cake to fall. I've never seen this cake fell. It was terrible. It was very flat in the middle and rubbery. We had to start a whole new dessert. There was an entire pot of rice dropped on the floor. Of course it landed with the lid off, upside down, rice everywhere. And there was bread, and I make bread all the time, and I could make bread in my sleep, I think, you know? I make these assumptions about myself. Apparently making bread on autopilot is not the best plan, because you might not put the salt in. And just to let you know, realizing right before you put it in the oven that you didn't put the salt in, like brushing it with olive oil and sprinkling salt on the outside, makes the outside interesting and pretzely, but it doesn't make up for the lack within. And then probably the point where I went from like, I am totally stressed out about this, to like, this whole holiday season is unsalvageable and all I can do now is laugh, was knocking a bowl of melted chocolate off the counter. Every year I make chocolate covered birdseed. So there was this Muppet Family Christmas special when I was a kid. It was on TV, and all of the different Muppets are together in this Sesame Street, the Muppet Show, Fraggles, everything, and the Swedish chef is plotting to cook Big Bird for Thanksgiving dinner, and Big Bird goes to the Swedish chef, all, you know, Big Bird's like earnest sincerity, saying like, I realized how hard it must be since you're from Sweden to be so far from home for the holidays. So I made you a gift, and it's chocolate covered bird seed. And of course, the Swedish chef bursts into tears. Big Bird doesn't get eaten, and I make chocolate covered bird seed with whatever. This was sunflower seeds, or I'll do pumpkin seeds or whatever, dried fruit mix in, stuff like that. Anyway, bowl full of melted chocolate and sunflower seeds, smashed, just like melted chocolate giant floor splat full of a mixture of sunflower seeds and ceramic shards. Like, that's it. I'm not even gonna try anymore. So that has been my holiday season. It is now what, the 5th? I've got one kid who is coughing, and this is a kid who every time this kid gets a cough, it sounds like a seal, like the croupy barking cough. We're still in the eye drop phase of continuing the eye drops a little longer with the last kid to get conjunctivitis. And I'm like really hopeful that we're past this horrific window. Also, I wrenched my knee. I am of an age where you wrench your knee because you thought it would be fine to sit on the floor wrapping Christmas presents with your legs twisted off to the side for a real long time because you have 4 kids. And not only am I that age, I'm the age when you go to the doctor for something else and you happen to mention how you wrenched your knee, it prompts just a general informative discussion about arthritis. So Happy New Year! Until next time, I'm Moon Petrie, and I hope that either your holiday season went a little more according to plan than mine did, or that if it was a disaster, you are at least finding some humor in it.